Alright guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the JKC Gaming channel. In today's video we're going to be going over the best player from every season of Fortnite in Chapter 2. Since Chapter 2 was when I first got into Fortnite, I'll be ranking the player who I deem to be the best in the world for that season. Please make sure you use code JKC in the Fortnite item shop, as these videos take hours of researching to produce, and let's get right into it. I'm making it more interesting by only ranking each player once. Chapter 2 Season 1 was an interesting season. It was also the season of Legacy Aim Assist. For this reason, if you ever got into the competitive side of Chapter 2 Season 1, you will know there can only be one winner. The best player in Chapter 2 Season 1 in my opinion is Unknown Army. Unknown Army had one of the most dominant tears in competitive history this season. Using mechanics ahead of his time, he won about 5 different cash cups, came first in FNCS, and absolutely dominated every time he played, all while streaming. Unknown Army might not play this game anymore, but we all remember the astounding gameplay he produced in this season of Fortnite. A close runner-up for this season goes to Benji Fishy, who won 2 solo cash cups, came second in FNCS, and came top 5 in 6 other cash cups. Other honourable mentions include Ronaldo, Red Rush, Canada, and Mappy. Chapter 2 Season 2 was a season of duos. That is why I'm giving the top spot to one of the best IGLs of all time, Zayt. Zayt was the best player in the world in this season for multiple reasons. He dominated every cash cup he played in, winning multiple of them. He qualified with ease into FNCS finals, and then won his finals with the teammate Saf. Zayt, as well as being an FNCS winner this season, completely changed the way the game has played on a high ground level. The techniques he used this season are still used today by a lot of pros. This season's runner-up was Aqua, who was also part of a high ground team. He had an extremely dominant playstyle and Season 2. Other contenders were Saf, Zayt's teammate, and Anderlecht, who won FNCS on the EU this season. Moving on to Chapter 2 Season 3, I think we can all guess who I'm ranking for Chapter 2 Season 3. Chapter 2 Season 3's best player was Tayson. At the start of this season, and the seasons beforehand, Tayson was a low to mid tier pro. All of this changed this season. Tayson started off placing in the Aqua and Nyrox Cup, as well as placing around 5 trio cash cups this season. However, what really marked Tayson out from the bunch this season was solos. Most people dislike solos, and lots of pros don't even try in the solo events. Not Tayson. Tayson sees solos as a way to improve. He placed in 4 solo cash cups this season, and also won FNCS solos. This was Tayson's first FNCS win, and this is where the GOAT blew up in popularity. I don't know about other people, but this was the first season of competitive Fortnite I started watching religiously. Other contenders for this title include Deceptos, Coop, and King. Although let's be real, Tayson ruled this season. Stark Industries and an abundance of gold pumps is a very good thing in Mongrel's case. I believe Mongrel was the best Fortnite player in Chapter 2 Season 4. Just to start it off, Mongrel won FNCS with Mitra and Tayson in trios, doing it from the legendary Stark Industry landing spot. He also placed second in 3 different cash cups, and Mongrel also won a solo cash cup this season. If this wasn't enough, Mongrel also holds the world record for the most trio kills as a solo in Arena for this season. Although he's dropped off the competitive scene more recently, saying he doesn't want to compete anymore, give this man a pump shotgun and he will dominate any day of the week. Runner-up for this season is Mitro, Mongrel's teammate. In Chapter 2 Season 5, we had a dominant team of Hen, Janice and Chapix come out in dominant fashion on EU FNCS. From this trio, giving the title of best player in Chapter 2 Season 5 to Hen. Hen found a new trio in the week 4 of this season, and despite this, still managed to have one of the most dominant runs of all time with them, winning 3 different trio cash cups during the season and playing highly in a couple of others. Hen also won FNCS out of Craggy Cliffs, securing a win in the very last game to grab his team the title. I remember watching this FNCS and watching the casters go crazy as Hen, Janice and Chapix won the final game, backing themselves £100,000 each. Hen also placed top 10 in 3 different solo cash cups this season, showing his expertise reaches in solos as well. Runners up for this season include none other than Chapix and Janice. Hen's solo placements and natural fragging ability just edged them out for the number 1 spot. Muzz is also an option for this season. Chapter 2 Season 6 had so many stars, but who edges them all out? Could it be Muzz, who won his 3rd FNCS title in Oceania, breaking multiple solo cash-up records? What about Queasy, who IGL'd his team to his first EU FNCS title? In my opinion, the best player of Chapter 2 Season 6 was Miro, teammates of Day in Reverse 2K. This season, Miro had his 2nd FNCS title. He managed the most elims out of any other player in the entire FNCS finals for a 2nd time. He dominated all the cash ups this season and cemented himself as the best player in the world for Chapter 2 Season 6. I'm honestly so proud of my controller boys. It's kind of crazy that this was just the start of Miro. Think about the other 3 FNCS titles he has accumulated for himself in recent seasons. This man is a walking legend. My Chapter 2 Season 7 pick for the best player may be a little controversial. I thought and eventually went with my NA West man Epic Whale. Okay, hear me out. This season, Epic Whale nailed his 4th FNCS title with his trio, his 5th overall. 5! This was his 4th consecutive FNCS win in a row. I know NA West is a smaller region, but that type of consistency is incredible on any region. He also dominated pretty much every cash cup this season, racking up 4 cash cup wins with his trio. You might be thinking, okay, that's pretty impressive, but you haven't even heard all of it. Epic Whale must have got bored winning 3 FNCSs on the keyboard and mouse, so this man, this beast of a man, decided to switch to controller for an FNCS, and guess what? He won it. This guy has so much skill it's actually concerning. I don't think anyone can beat this guy in Chapter 2 Season 7. Honourable mentions go to Arkram and Rex, Epic Whale's teammate, and Duke. The final season of Chapter 2 is Chapter 2 Season 8. This season, I went for Seti. Seti played a massive part in one of the most dominant trios of all time. Seti, Cammy, and Teak. In FNCS finals, Seti won 3 games out of the 12. They had an average placement of about 4th and they won FNCS by about 70 points. A world record. Seti had a massive role in this trio as a tapper. He showed insane knowledge in endgame, leading to his team placing top 4 almost every game. Seti just beats out Cammy and Teak because of the massive role he had as the tapper. They also played top 10 in multiple cash cups this season. The other contenders for the title in Chapter 2 Season 8 were Cammy, Teak, and Booga. They're all the best players from every single season of Chapter 2. I really hope you've enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe, as this video took a really long time to make. Remember, these are just my opinions. Let me know yours in the comments down below. I'm JKC Gaming, and I'll see you guys next video.